At the Republican Jewish Coalition Conference in D.C., GOP presidential hopefuls repeatedly accused President Obama of throwing Israel under the bus and appeasing its adversaries.
Internationally, President Obama has adopted an appeasement strategy.
Israel shares a commitment to our core principles of personal freedom, and yet President Obama systematically undermines that relationship with Israel.
This one-sided continuing pressure that says it's always Israel's fault, no matter how bad the other side is, has to stop.
With Gingrich leading the polls, Romney, in an interview with Fox News, began the attack.
Speaker Gingrich has said that we ought to get rid of our child labor laws. That, I think, is a mistake. He's indicated that for people who've been here a certain length of time, we should let them stay in the country with a form of amnesty. I think that's a mistake. The list will go on and on as we get a clear indication of exactly where the Speaker stands. But
he dismissed and scoffed at the Gingrich pledge to not run attack ads.
We'll describe differences between myself and others, but I understand how some folks might not want to go negative because they don't want to be gone negative upon.
Tied with Romney for second in several polls, Texas Congressman Ron Paul was not invited to the pro-Israel event, in part because Paul wants to slash aid to the Jewish state. In an interview with Fox, Rick Perry refused to criticize Romney or Gingrich on issues, instead ripping Romney's business record and Gingrich for his years in government.
If you were part of Wall Street, if you're part of Washington, or if you still are, you're part of the problem.
And he made an overt appeal to evangelical Christians who have doubts about Romney and Gingrich.
If the evangelical in Iowa is looking for someone who they know every day that the president's faith is going to guide them and the values, I ask people, say, you know, now which one of those 10 commandments do you not like? That's how I try to live my life.
And before the Republican Jewish Conference this morning, Gingrich met privately at a Roslyn, Virginia hotel with a group of influential old-school D.C. conservatives who've been looking for an alternative to Romney. Insiders say Gingrich got grilled about transgressions involving public policy and personal matters. And after all of his answers, he got a standing ovation. Shannon?
All right, Carl Cameron with the very latest.